Hello, nameless masses. I realize you all probably actually do have names, but I'm calling you nameless masses. I've done it for like 3-4 videos at this point, so unless I get a whole bunch of comments saying it's a terrible thing to say, it's based on the fact that I'm called aptly unnamed, which is not a fill in the blank. I named my channel that, so I feel like calling you nameless masses fits with the theme. Anyways, that awkwardness aside, let's get into today's video, which hits close to home because I currently do have a retail job. Maybe sometime I'll tell you about it, or other retail jobs I've had, or jobs in general, because today we are going through r/Tales from Retail. So this is the first time reading any of these, so I really hope they're actually good. Don't let my wife see. First post to Tales from Retail. Let's see how this works. I work in a small, locally owned toy shop in a little college town. However, we have a lot of down-to-earth people and families. Couple comes in with 3 kids, and immediately the kids go crazy, wanting to show their parents every single toy in the store. It's a small store, but is broken up into 3 distinct sections, rooms connected by walkways. We have a card rack next to the cash wrap that has all sorts of cards. Okay, so that's for gift cards and such. Okay. As the wife is being dragged by her kids around the store, the husband comes to me quietly and goes, "Don't let my wife see. We are big Star Wars fans." He slides me this card and cash to pay for it. I will include, I'm guessing it's a Star Wars themed thing, 'cause I don't have the link, but it should be on the screen. Maybe I should go look that one up, but right now I'm not gonna. I quickly make small talk with him about the weather and ring him up. I finish just in time to see his wife and kids walk around, and they grab their dad to go beg him and ask for toys. I'm chatting with the mom, and she sees a card on the rack and says, "This would be perfect for husband, but don't let him see," and slides me cash. Finishes the transaction and winks with the exact same card. They finish their shopping, purchase a few toys for their 3 kids, and walk out, both chuckling to themselves about how clever they are. Edit. Aw, geez, this okay. That was a sweet. And the edits are just them thanking people for the gold and whatever. So I'm not gonna read those. But yeah, that was a kind of a sweet little story. Some of the tales I have from retail, I was expecting entitlement, but that was sweet. They both got each other the same card, and they'll probably get a good kick out of that when they get home. Okay, we got one called Diet Coke Ladies. Worked at a fast food chain when I was in high school. Didn't we all? Actually, I didn't, but I have worked in fast food chains and such. So I have stories from that too. But anyways, worked at a fast food chain when I was in high school. Many stories to be had about the work, but the only one really worth mentioning is a happy one. Okay, we got another happy good one. This video is probably all gonna be good stories because I didn't read the stories before picking them. I was expecting like entitled parent type stories, but I guess we're getting some heartwarming ones. One of our recurring customers was the Diet Coke Ladies. Every afternoon, they would come through the drive-thru and order 2 medium Diet Cokes. It was 2 older ladies with their dogs in the back of their little RAV4, probably some kind of car. I don't know cars. Always nice, always wanting 2 medium Diet Cokes. Occasionally, if things were super slow, we'd have a little chat as they paid. Only a minute or 2. I do that too with a lot of the regular customers. Because regular customers can either be the nicest people ever or just utterly horrible and like entitled. So I'm glad this seems like one of those good regulars. And they would drive up to the second window for their drinks. Everyone in the store knew them, and you just had to shout, "Diet Coke ladies are here!" and the person up front would get the drinks ready. As I was getting ready to go to college in a couple of weeks, I happened to mention it to them. They were glad for me and wished me well. 2 days later, they came through the drive-thru per usual, but when they paid, they also handed me a little box wrapped with a little silk ribbon. Ribbon, not ribbon. Inside was a silver pen, and engraved on the sides was 2 medium Diet Cokes. They told me they wanted me to pass my first test with it. Aw, that's sweet. Well, I came in for some entitled parent stories from retail, but I got 2 heartwarming stories. So I guess this is the heartwarming Tales from Retail episode. I guess if I want to read entitled parent stories, I should go to r/entitled parents, which I don't really want to read those, so I'm glad these turned out to be happy stories. Let's see what's next. If you're rude and refuse to pay, we have the right to refuse service, even after they're done. Well, that is an interesting title and does not bode well for this being another happy story. So I was in the shop one day. A customer was getting some keys copied. Nice and simple job. Suddenly, while we've got the machine running, some shirtless guy comes in really frantic. I tell him I'll just be a minute, then I finish the keys and send the first customer on his way. Frantic dude. Geez, took you long enough. I need you to come unlock my car. I'm already a little annoyed since it's almost closing time, but I just figure he's got a kid/dog/groceries in the car and give him the benefit of the doubt. Me. No problem. Where is it? I guess frantic dude, FD. Frantic dude. A couple of miles away, my girlfriend drove me here. Can you follow us? I get the info from him, the kind of car it is, his name, number, address, in case we get separated, etc. Frantic dude. My phone's in the car, so if you call it, I won't answer. Me. Then how about your girlfriend's number? Frantic guy. Hers is in there too. Well, okay then, is literally my response to that response. Okay then. Well, okay then, that's oddly convenient and inconvenient at the same time. Since it's pretty much closing time, I just go ahead and set the alarm and lock the doors as I leave. He doesn't like this and starts saying how I'm taking forever. Yeah, take a chill pill. 5 extra seconds won't kill you. I get in my truck and follow him there. Then we get there, I grab my tools and head to the car. Surprisingly, there's nothing in there except for the keys on the seat. No kids or dog. So I'm just hoping it's actually their car. Oh god, I hope that doesn't end with him unintentionally helping people steal a car. Frantic dude, you'd better not mess up my door. This is a classic. Yeah, classic Ford POS. Again, I don't know cars, so is that a good car or a bad car? I do not know. I open it up about 10 seconds and check the insurance card, and yep, it's their car. I pick up the keys and go over to him and tell him it's $40, and he just looks at me dumbfounded. Frantic dude, wait, you mean I have to pay for this? Yeah. Me, yes sir. We charge a service call when we have to go out to location. Frantic dude, well, I'm not paying for that. You did it in 10 seconds. I could have done that myself if I had known. Me, well, sorry, but I can't do this for free. I could have, but there's no real urgency, like a life endangered. Plus, he was rude about the whole thing. We normally would just bill someone in this situation, but we've been burned too many times, so we'll only do that for companies. Frantic dude, I'm not paying for that. I don't have any money. Me, then if you think you can't do it yourself, go for it. I throw his keys in the car and lock the door shut behind me and leave. I get home about 10 minutes later, then after probably an hour, he calls back. Frantic dude, I can't get it open. Come back and open the car again. Me, I can go out again, but I'll have to charge you for 2 service calls. Frantic dude, F you, a-hole. I'm not paying you $80. Me, then you can call out other locksmith nearby. I'm sure he'll be happy to help you. Click. I didn't tell him, but they charge $100 to unlock cars. Never heard back from him. Good. That is how you deal with shitty customers. You wanted to get a free unlock? Don't give it to him. And yes, charge him double for calling you out there again, since he didn't pay for the first unlock attempt. I hope the guy realized, shit, I called these other guys out here and they're charging, let's see, it was $80, so, well, $80 for the 2 trips, so 80, 90. It's like, he basically is paying a whole $20 more to have this other locksmith unlock his car, all because he couldn't be bothered to pay $40 initially, or $80 for a second trip, because he just wanted someone to unlock his car. If you want a free unlock thing, get AAA roadside assistance, and have them do it. Oh wait, you left your phone in the car. Well, if you're gonna be an asshole, you're gonna get screwed. That's all I can say. Well, I mean, I guess we had to have one bad apple in the bunch. This story ended up being about a shitty entitled customer. Next. It's 36 cents, no big deal. So I used to work at an ice cream chain, and we prepared the ice cream with various toppings on a frozen piece of rock. On this particular day, I was working with one other person, and it wasn't too busy. 2 young guys came in, about high school age. They ordered a large bowl of ice cream with a few toppings. I mixed it for them, and we rung them up. I'll use G for guy, since I really just talked to one of them. Me. Okay, that'll be X dollars and X cents. Probably doesn't remember the exact amount. It's not important to the story. G. Okay, I have a gift card. Me. Great. Scans the card. It looks like you owe another 36 cents after the gift card. At that point, they both look at each other and shrug sadly. G. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't have any money with me. Never mind. Me. Oh, it's cool. It's only 36 cents. Take out the 36 cents from the tip jar and put it in the till. No big deal. Guy. Wow, thanks. 2 guys leave, and I thought that was it. Felt good doing something nice. So the one guy comes back several hours later. I saw him come in and went to the register to meet him. Me. Oh, hey, you're back. Do you need anything else? Before I finished, and without looking at me or saying a word, he dropped a $20 bill in the jar and immediately turned and left. I was so shocked, I just stared after him until he walked out the door. So that was pretty good. Wow, okay. So I wasn't, based on the title, I wasn't sure which way this one would go, whether it be a good one or a bad one. As I was reading it, I'm like, okay, they took 36 cents out of the tip jar and used that as a good deed. I thought guy would come back in a couple of days later, maybe with some friends, and pull the same shit and would be upset when they didn't do it or something like that. But instead, we get this awesome guy who came back and tipped them $20. So that's actually, wow, okay, that didn't end the way I thought it would. I guess I have a negative outlook on some of these stories. I mean, I came into this expecting all negative stories, and we've gotten like 3 were actually pretty happy stories. So what's next? The day I pretended to be someone's dad. I guess that could go either way too. The owner is a family friend and asked me if I could cover because they were short on staff. Oh, I understand that. My work is currently short-staffed. And my dad's business has been in the past, and I've worked at it, so I get where this guy's coming from. Okay, personal anecdote over. So, I think this counts as Tales from Retail. It would, as long as it's a retail store. This takes place in a small, convenience store. There wasn't much to do, so I decided to walk around, maybe organize misplaced items, when suddenly a kid, maybe 3 or 4 years old, holds my hand. I kind of look around to see if someone lost their kid, and then I see a young lady gave me a go-on gesture. I'm a bit confused as what she wants me to do, but whatever. I was bored, and the kid looked cooler than my friends. So I asked if he liked candy and asked which one he liked. He didn't say anything and just pointed to some gummy worms. Me. That's cool. Me too. I like the sour ones because I can make this face, sour face. This made the kid laugh. Boy, I love you, Daddy. Hugs me. To be honest, I freaked out a bit and thought this kid couldn't possibly be mine as I looked over at the young lady and she started tearing up. Me. I love you too, son. The boy ran back to the lady. The lady walks up and hugs me. Lady, I'm sorry for that. My husband just passed away 2 days ago. This is the first time I saw him talk since that day. Me. I'm sorry for your loss, lady. Thank you. They proceeded to leave. The boy is waving his gummy worms at me, and I do the sour face, and he does the same. Oh, that was a mix of sad and happy. I mean, you made that kid's day. You got him talk after his dad died, and I mean, it may have started out awkward, but it had a happy ending. I don't know how to feel about that story. Is there another one, or is that the end? Well, I guess we're gonna have to end on that note. I don't have any more stories screen capped, so wow, okay. What a mixed bag we had this time. We had some good ones, we had some bittersweet ones, and we had one really crappy outlier. But not all tales from retail have to be about a shitty customer. Sometimes they're about positive experiences. I'll take that into account next time I go through this subreddit. If you like the video, please hit like, and if you want to see more content like this, subscribe and follow me on my currently one social network, Twitter. Especially if you want to see the poll that I do for the Friday or every fifth video. Yeah, which I believe that should be the next one. I've lost count of how many videos I've made today, and I'm not entirely sure how to end these, so I'm just going to awkwardly stop talking.